This is for the Zetas, strictly for the Zetas. This is for the Zetas, the real Zetas. Greetings, Sorors. My name is Kiaira, and I'm coming to you by way of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Gamma Zeta Zeta chapter from Columbus, Ohio. I wanted to come today to show you a nice, simple look that you can do on your own. We know we have a lot of big events coming up, so I want you to have the tools that you need to go ahead and create nice looks, even though you're not a professional makeup artist. So I've already had my eye primed. I've used two different types of concealers. I have this Maybelline Age Rewind, which is really great. I use that underneath my eyebrow. And then I have this Morphe palette that has a bunch of dry concealers that I use on my eyelid. If you use a lighter base concealer, it has a better color payoff when you start putting your eyeshadow on. And so I just take those two and I blend them together so it's a seamless look. I have had this concealer on for a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and just buff out these creases so it doesn't show in my eye makeup. And then we can just get started putting on. This is the brush that I'm using to buff out my concealer. The actual brushes that I'm going to use for today's tutorial, I think they're really cute. I bought them off Amazon. They're travel size brushes. And the pack that I use, they're $15. It comes in like this beautiful pack. It's $50. So you get 5 of each. And so we're going to use these little miniature ones today. And so what I'm going to start out by doing is I'm going to take the Aina palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills. She has a bunch of nice colored girl friendly eyeshadows that you can wear for transition colors or just everyday pop of color looks. And so one of the colors in here is called Ginger. And so I'm going to take that light brown and I'm going to put it on top of my crease and within my crease. And a good thing to do when you're putting on eyeshadow is to start with a little bit and then work your way up. So in case you do mess up or you just need more eyeshadow, you can build it up instead of putting a bunch on a time and then you mess up and you have to start your look over. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm just going to keep buffing out. And the secret to eyeshadow is blending. And I'm sorry I'm looking over to the left. I have a mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing and my hand's not in the way. But I'm just going to keep blending, and you should blend for however long you need to get that to look the way that you want it to look. So I'm going to take it down and start buffing it out towards my inner corner so I can have a nice tapered look. All right. And so this is what I call a transition color. It's close to my skin color. You can see a difference. If you want to, you can use an eyeshadow that is close to your skin color, or you can use one that doesn't look anything like your skin color. But basically what we're using this for is for transition between eyeshadows and for it to look like a gradient effect when we actually put on the star of the show. So the next eyeshadow that I'm going to use, let me open up my pack here. We're going to use Credit, also in the Aina palette, and it's a darker brown, and we're going to use that underneath the eyeshadow that we just put on, and we're going to put it in the actual crease to darken up that crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit at a time, and I'm just going to start putting it in that crease. And it's okay if we lose some of the first color. We still have that first brush that we can go back and we can blend it out. So once I have credit where I want it to go, I'm going to take that first brush with that first color, and then I'm going to start blending out the darker brown. And what I really want is just a smooth transition between the two colors. And if you hold the brush at the bottom versus at the top, you have more control over how you're putting that makeup on. I'm not going to add any more product to the first brush because I just want to blend out those two colors. Then once I have the look I'm going for, if I lose some of that brown, I can go back in with the brush for credit, put that back into my crease, and just take this first brush and continue to blend it out. And once I'm satisfied with the color, I'm then going to use a packing brush, which will be this brush here, and I'm going to take a blue. And so one of the palettes that I'm really excited about is this Cheers to the Beauty palette from Colored Rain. Colored Rain is a Black owned brand, and she makes eyeshadows that's catered to women of color, especially women who are darker in nature. I learned that if you invest in quality makeup, you don't run the chance of you having that makeup on for a couple of hours and now you have to reapply because the color faded, or now you have a bunch of cracks in your makeup. If you buy quality eyeshadow, it'll stay on all day. And so Colored Rain is a brand that has very quality eyeshadow palettes, and they are affordable. This palette was $50 originally, but I got it 50% off, so I bought it for $25. Generally, I'll look for a sale when I'm getting eyeshadow, and I'll buy anything on sale so I can get it for a cheaper price, but I know I'm getting quality products. And so the color that I'm going to use in the Cheers to the Beauty palette is Opulence. It's a nice blue color. And we're going to use the same technique. We're going to start with a little bit of product, and we're just going to build up to get the desired look. And so we're just going to put that all over our eyelid. And this color is very beautiful. Has a little shimmer in it. When you actually are looking up close, you might not see it on camera. But we're going to put a little bit on, and as we get into our crease, we're going to start to sharpen the edges. And since I have hooded eyes, and I don't know how many people out there watching have hooded eyes, to just stop into your crease, you cut off the look. And so for hooded eyes, you want to go just a little bit above your crease. So that's what we're going to do today. So a hooded eye is, so if you look at me, so you don't, when I look up, you see these lines or these rolls, or how my upper eyelid rolls over into my actual lid. So my eyes are hooded. So if I were to just stop in my crease, which is right here, if I were to look up, you would lose whatever detail I put in my crease. And so for those who don't have hooded eyes, they can stop in their crease, and if they look up, you can see the detail, versus me where I have to put the detail above the crease so you can still get the effect without having to redo your eye or not wear makeup because you're afraid that it just won't look right. I'm just going to continue to apply. What's good about these eyeshadows is they're buildable. And so you can put on a little bit at a time, and then you can just build them up to get the desired color that you're looking for. Like that. And so I lost a little bit of the brown, so I'm going to go back to those first two shades, which is Credit and Ginger from the Jackie Aina palette. I'm just going to put a little bit in there just so we don't lose that effect. So I just put a little bit more product on that brush, and then I'm going to go back into the first color that we used, Ginger, and I'm going to blend them out. So then the last color that we're going to use is black. And black can be scary sometimes, and sometimes if you use a lot of color in your eyes, it can start to muddy up your eye. And what muddy means is all the colors start to run together, and now it looks like you just have this one dark color. It can look disgusting sometimes. It can look like actual mud. So not actual mud, but you know what I'm talking about. But you can't see any of the colors that you applied. And so we want to be very careful when we're applying the black. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply the black on top of, when I say on top of, I mean just above the blue that we just applied. And I'm going to do it in a line. And why I'm doing this is just because I want more of a dramatic look for like an evening wear. And so I'm just going to put that in my crease. And then I'm going to bring it down and also put it in my outer corner and start to drag it out. And since I know I'm not going to use the browns anymore, I'm going to take the brush that I used with credit, and I'm going to start to blend out that black. You can take your time with blending because you want it to look as seamless as possible, and you want all the colors to blend nicely together. And once I have the blend that I want, I'm going to pick up some more black, but I'm going to use the same brush, pick up some more black, and then I'm going to start to put it on my outer V. And then start to drag it out. Then if you feel like you lost some of your blue, you can pick up that same brush as you put the blue on, and you can add it back. I'm going to add some more to my left eye just because I want them to look the same. And there, we're done with our eyeshadow as far as the top of our lid. I'm going to go away, put on some eyeliner and lashes, and then I'll be back. Ta-da! Well, that's the finished look. I just added some liner, lashes. I did do my under eye, but I did it in the same order that I did the upper eye. I just didn't do it as dramatic, and so I added the brown, the light brown, then the dark brown. I did the blue on my waterline, there we go, on my waterline, and then I added the black on top of the blue on my waterline. And so I don't have on a full face, I just have my eyes, and then I put on a little bit of lipstick to make it look a little cute. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little something. I understand that we are professional women. We have not only bills and responsibilities, but hopefully we're active in financial zetas. And with that, that also comes with a heavy price tag. And so everything that I used in today's video was very affordable. A lot of stuff I did get online, but a lot of stuff I got in the drugstore. And so I don't like to spend a lot of money, so I know you don't like to spend a lot of money, but I also like to look good. And so I've been able to do that fairly cheap. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Very appreciated. Z-Bye. While you're here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like the video or you didn't like the video, we'll take suggestions, but still subscribe. We have so much content coming out. And then hit that bell notification so you don't miss a single drop. Also, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks again for watching.